Another day, another game being censored. The story of this game's censorship is pretty funny though. So everywhere, people parade this game for not going to have a censored version. It's gonna be uncensored, completely uncensored, uncut. The uncensored version is released. But unfortunately, people playing the game somehow got pissed by the content inside it. So in the future patch, they decided to remove quite a large piece of the content to avoid offending those very people. As in, they censored the game after release in a patch. Just, guys, stop this. Stop this, okay? Stop it. We're tired of being treated like freaking children. These moral busybodies, so the Moral Guardian Initiative, can only complain and whine on for freaking Tumblr. They should shut their mouth up before their stinky breaths influence more and more game developers. Oh, and the game is called Lady Killer in the Bind. What? I was being negative to this game. Yeah, the game cheated its way through publicity. I made a video on that. So, the game is censored. I hate censorship. I will complain when something is being censored. I would mostly let Censored Gaming do their work because they did a much better job than me. But when I want to talk about certain games, I will still stand by it. A game should not be censored thanks to being pressured by a bunch of entitled babies off of Tumblr. No exception. Including this game. So, what is the backstory? Well, apparently one of the routes in the game offends some people, even though the route is perfectly freaking optional, just like every other route in visual novel. Jesus Christ, some people. Then, of course, these easily triggered millennials are coming into the game developer and complaining about how offensive the scene is. So, in the patch, she removed said scene and redid the entire thing. Imagine playing Katawa Shoujo but then get offended by one of the seeds because it's ableist. So the game devs removed the entire freaking scene in the next patch just for that person who got offended, therefore ruining the flow of the entire goddamn story. Now, should I be harsher to this game developer, especially after they cheated their way to the press? Well, to be honest, I can, and a lot of my internal feelings suggested that I probably should, but I just couldn't be bothered. I don't find the joy of going, haha, the game is censored, take that. It's mostly because if I do that, then they can pull off the same move towards a game that I like, and it's gonna be free ammo for them when they accuse me of having a double standard. Yes, I know that they're the ones putting the double standards to the game developers first, but should I really be doing the same thing? They make games, the game is censored thanks to a bunch of easily triggered morons off of Tumblr. I'm going to be defending those games so that they're not censored. I don't care if the game is crap or I don't like the game devs. Dead or Alive Extreme 3? It was crap. I still defend it from censorship. Hatred was terrible, but I still defend it from censorship. With that being said, I can see why other people will put on this double standard. I can see why others are going to defend the living hell out of Japanese games from being censored, like Galgun on New Zealand, but when a Western visual novel game made by a developer who got relationships with the press is being censored, people are gonna say, that's perfectly fine. The reason is because the people who are developing Lady Killer in the Bind are associated and backed by the people who are putting said double standards first, especially Kotaku and Mary Sue. So people are gonna be very unsympathetic at best and hostile at worst. They're probably gonna say censorship of this game is perfectly okay because the game developers absolutely deserve it or something. Do you think that's a perfectly okay attitude to have? I don't know. I personally don't think that way. And this is just me, so you can disagree with it all you want. I think censorship is still censorship, regardless of who got hit. Just because you're okay with it doesn't make it not censorship. Sure, you can bash the game developers, point and laugh and say, haha, karma got you, taste it. But in the end, it's still censorship, and it falls down to the people you dislike. You just don't like the people working on the game being censored, which is why you feel less sympathetic and probably would even make excuses of why it's perfectly okay. Whether or not that kind of attitude is acceptable in your mind is entirely up to you. I'm not the one judging moral here except my own. Anyway, this is not only a cautionary tale of those game developers who are willing to cheat their way through, but also to game developers who try to pander into the Tumblr crowds. They will complain about everything. You might as well try to make a game about bombing Nagasaki. I will maintain my consistency and defend this game. But that doesn't mean that I cannot see why people are not coming in drones on defending this game, or at least not being sympathetic towards it. I may be fighting alone on defending this game from censorship, but that's fine. I said that I'm fighting for anti-censorship, and I will keep my words, including to the game devs that I don't like, or even cheated their way through it just because they feel like it. You cheated your way through, Lady Killer in the Bind. You cheated your way through by celebrating about how the game is completely uncensored. Well, sad that it doesn't work as well as you might think. Maybe you should consider less dirty tactics. Mighty Number 9, No Man's Sky, lies, dirty tactics, game sucks, monkey ball sack. I will defend this game from any types of censorship like any other games, but I will never defend you from cheating. So, what do you guys think? Do you guys think they absolutely deserve it? Do you guys think that the game is being censored is perfectly acceptable? Do you think that it's some form of a karma or something? Do you feel joy listening to this sorts of news? Comment below and let me know your thoughts and feelings. That's all for the video today. If you like this, you can go ahead and click the like button and subscribe for more if you wish. You can support me on Patreon. And thanks for watching.